All right, guys, this is about to be one of the craziest grand finals we will ever have in Women's Rocket League. Karma, when I think of these two teams, I can't even fathom how intense this matchup is about to be.
Yeah, this is everything you play for as a player. The LAN environment, the bright lights, the cameras are on, the players are here, the crowd's excited, and this is what you play for as a team. And we're so excited to kick things off here in this grand finals. Let's hear some noise, crowd, as we cheer on these girls in their first event and get things going.
Love hearing everyone here. And again, I just want to take a second to say thank you for being a part of one of the most historic moments in Women's Rocket League, and I think in Rocket League in general. It's been long overdue for women to be able to have a LAN of their own, and it's happening. Gen G versus Misfits. It is officially begun.
And both teams looking good out of the gate as the possession goes back and forth. So we're trying to see here which team can come up and score first.
Realistically, between these two teams, coming into this, who do you think is going to have the first swing at momentum?
Oh, it's going to be tough. I mean, Angie's been holding it down the back line for so long. And with the way Gen G's been playing in their rotations, they've looked really strong. And they have that fast-paced offense with that speed, and you have to watch out in the midfield.
Well, let's keep this one going. Players are starting off strong. Everybody's doing the absolute best that they can. You know that game number one is always going to start off a little bit slow. Nobody wants to make any big intentional risks. Keep things nice and slow. But at the end of the day, we've gone just over 2.5 minutes scoreless, and it is officially time for somebody to try and take the reins of this game.
Yeah, Bella tried to slow play there, leaves it for her teammate. As Tally trying to force Gen G into an awkward situation, it kind of backfires as a shot goes all the way downfield. Kate able to keep it in. Midfield's looking kind of open, but no Gen G player there, and Misfits have time to reset.
Yes, they do. 2 minutes into this game, and a shot over the backboard from Bella. Gets counterattacked in transition for Tallybird to find one of her own. Misfits Gaming take the early series lead.
Yes, Tally finding the goal, but that play was all Ravina. The beautiful read off the back wall to beat the attacker from Gen G, Mobil1 Black. Clears it all the way down the field and gives Tally a nice open net.
That's all you can hope for. I know, listen, I genuinely think Gen G could be a better LAN team, but Misfits, they are so strong. Again, this is a true coin flip game. Yes. It doesn't matter who you pick, because realistically there are so many arguments to go the other way and to just go for them that it's unfathomable, to be able to predict where the series is going to go.
Absolutely. The only thing you can go off of is past performances, past matchups, and that does favor that Gen G side. But today just seems like a different version of Misfits, the way they're playing. Ravina seems so composed. Angie is just Wonder Woman on the back side of the defensive half, and Tally, you know she's going to do her thing. Yeah. And now it's on Gen G to create some space.
It really is. You can see them pushing up a lot, but I think space, is, like you said, it's really what's going to be the decider between these two teams. Demo onto Angie opens up the field a little bit. Everybody fighting for control of this ball. A quarter of a take a booster. Courtney to carry this one down to the midfield. Challenged by Angie and followed up by Tallybird, but it's Bella who takes it away.
I'm going to be interested to see how Gen G kind of adjusts. They're coming off a series where I felt like they controlled the pace of the series that entire time, and they won. Now they're playing a team that can match their pace. It's going to take them some adjustments, but as a player, it's difficult to immediately get used to.
It really is. And again, game one is usually it's a feeler, even for some of the best teams in the world. Bella drop down pass over to Courtney. It's a wide shot that Tallybird takes and magnets onto her car. Bella up in the air, off the ceiling, down, shot towards the net is wide. And with 1 minute to go, Misfits just barely hold on to their 1-goal lead.
That's right, they've been on the defensive half for a majority of this tournament. So it's something they're comfortable with, but it makes me anxious as heck. as these girls showcase their communication and trust. Angie trying to make some magic happen on the offensive end. Tally double touches there, but it's denied by Courtney and cleared by Kate.
Ravina with a clear of her own every time this ball is in the air. 2 to 3 people are fighting for it. Bella meets this one. Talibird trying to take an on-target shot. Gets disrupted. 17 seconds left. Genji got to break out. There's enough time for one more play. Up towards the backboard. Ravina puts it down into the corner. Slowing things down is Angie. Bella up next. 7 seconds. This ball is in the air. We're still in play. This could be dangerous. Bella, she sees this one. And then it hits the ground. Misfits take game number 1 in our grand finals.
And I like seeing the fist pump from Tally. As soon as that ball hits the ground, she's excited. She's congratulating her teammates. That's how much this means to these girls. One game is a huge advantage. They know that this could go the full 7. It's going to be a battle both ways, and just winning that game 1, you can see the emotion for them, and that's huge, especially because they've been the team on break, Kirk, and that's so difficult when you're coming in cold against a team who's just won their match. So credit to Misfits, relying on their laurels, their defense, you know, and it paid off.
It really did. And the fact that it was a 1-goal game is a huge indicator of how close this series is about to be between these two teams. Again, it is nothing short of close between them. It's always game 6, game 7, whatever, but 1 goal, that's unheard of for Genji.
Yeah, and that's Misfits' play style. They'll let you come to them. That's what they did with Williams Resolve. And Williams Resolve previously undefeated. They were struggling to score on this Misfits defense. And now we're seeing Genji kind of go through the same things. The benefit that Genji had was they watched that first series.
Yep.
So they could see and take notes of the adjustments that Misfits were making, because they came out with the same style in game 1.
And realistically, if that does not help them in any way, that just shows that they would be playing such an incredible game today. And that's as far as Misfits goes. But we've got game number 2 coming up very shortly. We're getting players back onto the field, and we're going to find out, is Genji going to come back? And when I say come back, I mean realistically between these two teams, 1 game at a time is truly a comeback.
Yeah, every game matters when you're this evenly matched, when you're on the stage like this. Again, a lot of these girls, it's their first LAN environment, and they're handling it with such poise and such elegance. It's great to watch, but on the gameplay side, I'm interested to see if Genji starts sending some physicality. We talk about it all the time, but when the rotations are on, you got to get physical, you got to get dirty, you got to get those girls out of position, open things up for your team. And with the Misfits rotations, they're so solid that you just got to try and get in there. It's so difficult to pick the right time.
Everything down to the wire was absolutely true. We're going to wait to find out if Genji is about to play like a rat to try and get past Misfits Gaming, or are they going to keep it clean and hope that rotations are the answer. Misfits Gaming trying to take some more shots of their own here. Kate carrying this one up high. It's Talibird that actually gets the beat out. And Misfits Gaming, they're just taking their time, controlling the pace of the series right now.
Yeah, I like what Misfits is doing in the midfield area. There's been several times now where a Misfits player has had the ball and passed backwards. Going against the forward thinking of Rocket League, you just want to hit the ball forwards usually, but utilizing that back pass similar to real life soccer, real life sports, to keep that possession has been instrumental in Misfits' success so far today.
It absolutely has. Just over a minute, and we are scoreless in this game. Now, granted, same thing happened in our previous, and Genji definitely want to change that. Courtney up next, able to get 2 touches. Is there going to be a third? No. Is there going to be a follow-up? It's going to be denied either way. Bella up next with a pinch. This one's just wide. It's enough, but Ravina's got the midfield clear.
And that was my concern for Genji entering this series with the way Misfits was playing defense. Can they individually just bring it like Bella puts on display, and every ball towards the middle, and she's all over it.
I don't mean respectfully. That's the word. Respectfully, the Misfits defense looks a little confused.
It did definitely did on that play. I mean, there's a little bit of a hesitation off the back wall that allowed Bella to sneak in and find that open space. Heads up play from Bella, and that's huge for her team.
It really is. 3:26 to go. It's going to be Kate trying to take this ball towards the net. Ravina up in the air. Angie sees her and raises her clear. Here comes Bella. Challenge won by Angie. But it actually goes back. It's Kate who regains control, taking her time. She wants to pop it up. Talibred's got her read like a book on that one. But does she have the next play settled? She does. She carries this into the corner, takes her time. But Kate is up next.
And my eyes are on Kate as well. Is she going to start playing more aggressive? She was pretty passive in the first series and it worked great, but now they need her passing prowess. They need her creativity to open things up and give Courtney and Bella those finishing opportunities.
Angie yoinking this ball off of Courtney's car into the air. Bella puts it low. And she's giving herself a wide open net clear. Gen G 2-0 with just over half the game left to go.
Now once again, Bella on it, finds the loose ball, spots the open net, and that's, to me, can be some of the most difficult shots when you know the net's open. You have the whole field looking at you, but she stayed calm, stayed composed, and she's one goal away from a hat trick.
Well, let's see if she can make it happen. Talibred wants to start that trip of her own there, and she places this ball up to the ceiling off the kickoff, and it waterfalls down perfectly into the net.
And that's what you don't want if you're a team trying to come back. You're up 2-0, you're starting to claw back in. It seems like the game's secure, and then the kickoff goal. Hopefully, Misfits, or Gen G, keep their composure, excuse me.
Talibred carrying this one up to the air. Able to get past one defender. Can she get past two? Everyone really just slowing down the pace of the game, taking their time. Nobody wants to make any mistakes or any more than they have. This ball goes from the corner to a center. It's a shot from Kate, not on target, but Courtney's follow-up will be Gen G extend the lead by 2.
Yeah, once again, these are scrappy goals here for Gen G. Just slight mistouches out of the Misfits side, and every time, Gen G are there to punish.
Well, we're going to head back into kickoff here in game number 2 to see if Gen G can tie up the series. They're holding on to the lead, and we've seen them in the past, right, when they were playing. When Gen G knew that they were in a situation where they needed every single win they could get, they knew that if they needed to resort to pure defense, they were ready.
And if they have the defense going, look out, because their offense, I think, is the shining prowess of their team. Courtney, unable to make it work there, but the individual play the mindset was there. Angie trying to find her teammate, hits a little bit too tough. It's going to fall towards the middle. It's a dangerous ball, but no Misfits gaming player there, and Gen G are able to clear.
This one pitches off the wheel of Bella's car and goes all the way into the Gen G half. Kate, very, very low boost, enough to allow Angie to take a pass, and a shot doesn't go in. It's wide, and the counter-attack transition begins with Courtney. She opens up a demo onto Ravina. Bella still, if this ball's in the midfield, you gotta push up.
It's Ravina calmly waiting, tries to find Tally on the sidewall, but the boost wasn't there. Tally plays it smart, goes to that corner boost, takes control, and now Angie finds herself in the same situation. And look at the Gen G rotations as they happen. The ball just is staying in that Misfits half, and just doing such a great job of controlling the midfield.
Yes, they are. Courtney, not enough boost to keep this one going, but it almost turns into an unintentional fake. As we count down to the last 30 seconds, Talibred puts a shot of her own on target, or just above, enough to count, enough to threaten Gen G with a good time.
Kate, what she got, she's faking up off the wall, taking her time, nice spatial recognition. Good solo play, that's gonna open things up here for Courtney. Decides to take the dribble. She's just trying to burn the clock right now as it ticks down. She's got the 2-goal lead, and now she's got game in hand. Gen G, Mobil1 Black, even things up with Misfits. They try and maybe start something, and now the greatest rule of Rocket League, Rule 1, keep the ball up. And Angie, you're fired.
Legally, that means they lose, right?
Just this game.
Just this one.
Just this game, she's fired.
All right, well, Gen G have claimed a win and tied up the series. They found themselves a little bit of success here, what they absolutely need. I think if Misfits had gone 2-0, we'd be talking a whole other storyline right now. But Gen G, they tie it up 1-1, looking really incredible as well that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Gen G's looking like themselves. The confidence is there. I mean, I would love to be able to play like Bella. She seems like she's just smiling while she plays. I literally look like a troll when I'm playing this game. Like, you would wonder if I'm even human. But, I mean, hats off to Bella. I mean, oh, we got a sign out. Courtney's cooking. Watch out, ladies.
Let's go. Look out, Courtney cooking. Oh, my goodness. And I believe it. I absolutely believe it. And we've got more Rocket League underway. This is just the beginning of the series.
Yeah, this is a grand finals, the first women's LAN. If you're just tuning in, we have 2 NA teams battling it out. Misfits and Gen G evened up. We're about to head into that game 3. And even now, after that game you've last seen her, how are you feeling on the Misfits side? They weren't as strong defensively that game, and it seemed like their game plan, Gen G came out, adjusted, and took control.
I mean, honestly, it's what I expected. I kind of expected game number 2 to kind of be a little bit more in favor of Gen G. They do such an incredible job of adapting to Misfits. I think of any other team out there, it would be Misfits. They would be easiest to adapt to for them, right? They're both such high-level players, and it takes one to know one as Angie double taps this off the backboard to give Misfits the opening goal.
Angie, are you kidding me? Double touch off the back wall, top right. How do you like it? Misfits coming in hot, game 3.
Coming in hot indeed. Let them cook.
It's Courtney, great challenge. Ravina, she's been great off the sidewalls as she tries to do it again. Creates an opportunity for her team, but unable to find the connection as Kate off screen just bullying Tally in the backfield, trying to utilize that boost advantage and keep Misfits at bay, but it's not working. Tally pushes through and she gets things moving for her team.
And one thing to note, you know, boost control is really everything in this series, right? And for now, it feels like it's almost Gen G controlling the boost, which is a little odd considering Misfits are the ones still in control of the game, which means ground play is going incredibly for them. But Ravina is trying to meet this one up in the air. Tallybird's going to carry it away again. Low boost, unable to get it. It's just one after the other, a challenge that never seems to end. Kate pinches, sends this one away. Courtney might be able to follow this one up, or it's going to be Kate who continues it on her own. Gen G tie up the game.
Yeah, Kate putting Angie under a lot of pressure, and Courtney as well, just getting in the air into Angie's vision when that ball's coming. You're already in an awkward situation. Now you have players coming at you. It can force you to hesitate a little bit, and Gen G capitalize on that with a quick follow-up, which is what they need. When Misfits are playing this controlled and this stable, you gotta have the follow-up as a flip reset double finds its way in as Courtney cleans up the beautiful solo play from Bella. Look at this.
Bella really, this entire series, we've got some of the most mechanical players in NA, but to see Bella have the chance to get to pop off on her own and for her teammate to make sure that her shot still found its way in was such a great moment. We're gonna see if Kate can do this on her own too. This one gets sent on back. Bella up next, demo onto Ravina, opens up the goal, and Courtney finds another one. Gen G extend the lead by 2.
Courtney trying to get the crowd all hyped up into Gen G's favor as she slots this one far right side. Not much Angie can do on zero boost. She tried her best, but Gen G are just swarming the offensive half right now. They're in total control of the boost, like you were saying. They've got that physical game on lock. And now, if you're Misfits, you start to worry, is our defensive game plan where we allow Gen G to come at us? Maybe we need to start to make some adjustments.
Angie, she sees the ball, she wants to lock in on it. 30 boost left, it's Ravina that drops it down. Courtney with the save, taking her time up into the air. She goes and opts for a powerful clear towards the net. Thankfully, Angie was back in time to make sure it stayed saved. As we count down to half the game, it feels like we played so much more at this point.
Yes, definitely have as the possession from Misfits is what I like to see. Ravina, she's sending one to Kate Tally off the sidewall. Angie unable to find it home. They didn't quite get the opportunity they had, but still continue continued well by Angie off the sidewall. It's going to lead to more Misfits possession. Just that threat forced the clear, and now Tally can take over and try and kickstart more offense for Misfits as they're down 2.
This ball, looking to see who's going to take control of it. Ravina collects that Hunter boost, pops it up in the air. You can see that she's waiting to get challenged, and she does as this ball clears itself all the way to the other side. And the flick from Tallybird doesn't find its way in. But that's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for Tallybird to kind of have that striker pop-off momentum that she usually does. She hasn't quite been able to find it yet.
Not yet, but the chances are there, as you were pointing out, and only a matter of time for someone as good as Tally till they find that finishing touch. Nice air carry out. One wins the 50 and forces Genji into a tough spot. 0 boost. That's going to let Angie have a free play here. Tries to pinch him in. She does. Tally's there, but Bella quickly off her goal line turns it aside.
Ravina, pinch off the ceiling. It's a center for anybody who wants to take it. The double jump to try and move a player out of the way is a new one. Here we go. This ball into the corner. Demo onto Tallybird. Might be able to send Genji back enough, and it's just bumps and demos at this point from Misfits Gaming. And despite all of it, Genji are still able to put continuous shots on target.
I'm not sure if it's the physical play or the Genji pressure, maybe their challenges. It's just that Misfits are having such a tough time playing the defense that they were playing earlier on in the day and in game 1 of the series. It seems like Genji has just adjusted so well. They have Kate causing a lot of problems, and Courtney and Bella both taking more of a back seat and towards the midfield. It's really opening up a lot of offense for them.
This ball's gonna fall over into the corner. Challenge here. 30 seconds left to go. Ravina takes a wide shot. Courtney tries to intercept it. Actually ends up keeping this ball in the Genji half, but a big clear off the backboard could do wonders for Genji. Granted, they are still up by 2. Nothing's changed here. Courtney up towards the backboard. It takes a double commit to try and hold her back. 8 seconds left in game number 3. Genji want to find series lead.
And they're going to as the clock runs out in game 3. Genji take the all-important game 3. As we look here at the players, not much celebration, instantly turn to the coach, is what I like to see.
I love it.
It's all focus, man.
The second it hits the ground, they're like, turn around, what do we got to do? Let's keep it going. And you can see it. They are waiting and ready. I think might be a little conversation that's about to go down, but we are going to take a quick pause here, but we will be back momentarily, so don't go anywhere. But game number 3. Again, it's nothing less of what we expected. This is definitely one of those series that can flip-flop back and forth for as long as it wants.
Yeah, and Misfits are having trouble playing, you know, that style and matching pace with Genji. And it's difficult to say why that is from this perspective. But I think for Misfits, you got to try and go back to the dribbling plays. We haven't seen Ravina as dominant in her dribbles, and create more space for those opportunities, because Genji have clearly figured things out here. They've won 2 games in a row, and they've done it scoring 3 and 4 goals each. So, ooh, we got some crowd shots. I don't want to talk anymore. I love the crowd shots. Like,
wave to the camera, guys. We see you. Hello. Hi. I want some of that popcorn, too.
Yeah, can you pass that over here, bro?
Bring it out here. Thank you. I appreciate it. To the ominous voices up there.
All right, chat, who you guys got? Or crowd, who you guys got? You guys think of Genji? Make some noise? Genji, okay, okay. Now, what about Misfits? Any Misfits fans over here? Oh my God, wait a minute.
Wait, I didn't realize how many people were here.
Yeah.
Bella, your patches are
I love the flashing sign. I need to get one of those for the desk.
Yeah, it looks great. We're going to have to get one up. Prod, we need to get on that during this break. We need a sign of our own to cheer on these teams. All right, I think it is almost time to come back, but headed into this next matchup, do you got any predictions on the way it is going to lead?
Oh man, it's really, really tough both ways. I think it's really important for me to see how Misfits come out of this break and how they adjust. You know, maybe it was the bathroom break that saves the series. series. It could be one of those situations. Who knows?
That would be crazy.
Because sometimes those pauses can completely flip how you're feeling as a team, the momentum of the other side. It's almost like a mini timeout.
Tactical
I'm interested to
bathroom
see.
breaks.
Yeah.
That's the new plan.
I mean, I'm not trying to say like bathroom break gate. I'm not trying to say anything, but you know.
Bathroom break hack. Don't do it. But you didn't hear that from us. Anyway, back into this game here. Shot towards the net. Courtney saves it, denied. Every other synonym out there is what kept that ball out of the net. It's Ravina placing this one into the corner here. Kate carrying it off to the other end. And this game's starting out strong.
Definitely is. Both teams fighting for possession early on. No kickoff dominance, which is what I like to see. I hate the kickoff goals that come in. Courtney unable to find a teammate on the sidewall, but makes a nice passing play that's followed up by Bella. Angie in the right position, unable to make contact, combined with the demo. It's going to lead to an open net chance, and Courtney buries it for Genji, and they're up one already.
You could watch Courtney go, oh my gosh, I didn't hit this where I wanted it. I need to just slow down a second here and make sure that this ball finds its way on in. Genji get the early game lead.
Kickoffs can be so scary. Angie nicely controlled there. Finds Tally on the far side with the flip in hand. Ends up being a fake all around. The ball's careening in front. Can someone take control? Ravina does, and she ties things up.
Look at Misfits on this one. Angie, she takes a shot of her own. Bella gets the save. Then what happens next? Ravina comes and takes a shot of her own. Two Genji players in the net is not even enough to be able to stop an amazing player like her. Misfits have tied up the game.
And it's even more difficult when you don't have any boost, just from how the kickoff went. It's Courtney not getting the touch she wanted there, but improvises nicely as Kate with the bailout play. Able to grab that boost. That's going to get things going here for Genji. As the ball pops up, open net, tough save, and Angie makes it.
Up into the air challenge. Here comes Kate. Everyone really just, it's almost like the most fast-paced feeler you could have. Nobody really knows where game 4 is going to go because this is a swing game. Genji takes it. They get to head towards match point. Misfits, they tie up the series. So this is a really important one for both of these teams. No matter where it goes, Talibur making sure this one doesn't become a center.
Woo! Beautiful save on the side as Tally trying to transition out of defense. Bella's trying her best to keep her at bay. Delicately floats across, but unable to get onto a Misfit car correctly for a shot. As now it quickly turns into defense for Misfits as they're scrambling to get control here in the midfield. And the ball finds Ravina, and it's on Angie to clear.
Less than 3 minutes to go, still tied. Tons of pressure for Genji, and as soon as I say that, the transition begins. And as soon as I say that, it is right on back. That is just how quick it has been with these two. I feel like, again, best analogy to say it is it's tug of war between these two teams for control of this ball and to find a chance to just shoot the ball on net. Now, realistically, Genji has been the one in control of the offensive front, but Misfits' defense has been nothing less than a massive brick wall.
Yeah, Angie has been Wonder Woman all day long today. Some of the saves she was making were absolutely crazy. This Genji midfield control is something spectacular. Every time Misfits are trying to clear the ball, it gets met at midfield by a Genji player, and it's not just controlling the ball. They're finding their teammates, they're swarming, they're taking boosts, they're just putting so much pressure on Misfits right now, and it can be so tough to deal with as a team as Tally buys them a bit more time.
It does make me a little bit nervous to see how close Misfits are playing to each other. I understand it's defense, but you gotta spread out a bit. Otherwise, Kate will find the one open spot that she can to make sure this ball goes into the net.
And there's no boost on the field right now for Misfits. And if they had the boost, their defense would hold up. But Genji not allowing that to happen. And the pressure right now is just so much. Ravina tries to slow things down here for Misfits. They got to keep in mind they're only down 1 goal. Yes, you're down in the series, but don't make it bigger than it is.
Exactly. Keep things close. So that way, the opportunity to score 1 goal is extremely important. That one rolled towards that upper 90 there. Incredible save. Pass towards the back wall. Nobody there to follow it up. It'll be Talibird, no connection, so it gives Bella the opportunity to take a shot of her own. And it just keeps going. It's this back and forth movement of who can keep control, for more than even 10, 15 seconds at a time.
Who's going to be able to find the gap in that shot off the post? Wow, that didn't look like it would bounce towards the net, but it did, and it caused problems for Misfits as Cade finds the open ball and puts it home.
This last 53 seconds, this is the biggest mental game Misfits are about to play.
Yeah, absolutely. This next minute is huge for Gen G. The 2-goal lead is scary. The kickoff can be scary. They've handled that test now. Can they handle the Angie solo play? They do, as Bella buys her team some time.
Ravina up next. Small touch to open up the net. There was a demo that would have made sure it was in. No connection from Angie as the third. And Misfits' opportunity goes wayside. It's the back pass to try and reset things for this team, but time is running away from them as Bella tries to push Gen G towards the net and either find another goal, waste precious time, but the reverse transition from Ravina finds its way in. 17 seconds left, and Gen G now only lead by 1.
Yeah, really pretty play there. Ravina able to pop it up, saves her flip for almost 2 seconds. It felt like flips at the last second, beats her. Can Gen G stave this kickoff off as a fake comes through?
Everybody hold on to your seats because Misfits can pull some crazy stuff off if they really, really wanted to here. Talibird pops this one up high. She sees Ravina. Ravina, no connection with the ball on there. It actually pops up off the corner. Ball is still in play. Is anybody going to be able to collect it? This one's still up. Touch from Bella disrupted it just enough to make Misfits shake in their boots. Angie keeping it up high. Bella, she wants to kill this ball, and the touch actually kills it. Gen G are headed to match point.
All right, Gen G fans, let's hear it. Your team is entering match point. It's all on the line for Misfits. Do or die. The first women's LAN, you find yourselves down. Herc, what are you telling your teammates right now to pull yourselves up?
This is one of those moments where you got to remember what your history as a team looks like.
We got a chant going on, I think. Oh, guys, we need you louder.
We can hear you. Get louder.
We got a Misfits chant.
We got a Misfits chant going on. Gen G, can you outbeat them?
I see a few animals in the crowd. Are there some goats out there? That's crazy. Everyone's having a good time. It's so heartwarming to see.
I love it.
Really
Guys, at this very, very moment, you are a part of true Rocket League history. The very first international women's Rocket League LAN. This is, give it up one more time. This is such a monumental moment, and there is a chance that it is all about to end in this next matchup as Gen G sits on match point in this best of 7 in our Rocket Clash Grand Finals.
It starts off all Gen G as it ended. All the pressure on this blue half, but don't fret if you're a Misfits fan. That's what they've been used to all tournament long. They're comfortable sitting on defense, but so far, Gen G has done a tremendous job at just picking them apart. Every gap that they create is Angie double touchdown, and Ravina comes in late to put it home.
That's the Ravina and Tally we know, and it took all 3 players. And, it's just one to the other. 1, 2, 3. This one goes in. Misfits find the 1-goal lead, but how long is it going to live?
Hopefully longer than this kickoff, Herc, because nothing makes me more sad than a kickoff goal. Is Tally able to grab that boost? That's huge. The ball goes out towards the middle, and Angie out of nowhere makes the save.
This ball's in the midfield. Courtney, just enough boost to get a touch to allow Gen G to break on into this half. And as our first minute of gameplay slowly starts to count down, Misfits continue to hold on to their 1-goal lead, looking to turn it to 2.
Ravina tried to keep possession there with the back pass. Misfits have been utilizing that a lot, but actually backfires here as a shot comes in. Ravina turns it aside. Tally trying to find her, but nicely interrupted by Gen G. Watch out though, Ravina got a demo, and that's going to open things up here as Misfits try and find the goal.
Angie carrying this one down. She's looking for a teammate. Kate taking a shot of her own! Misfits have tied up the game!
Courtney putting a little pressure on Angie and tried to do the back pass, but Kate takes the open possession and just able to put it above Tally. Ravina unable to reach. Now Gen G find their opening, tie things up. If you're Misfits, you gotta be a little worried because most of Gen G's goals have been capitalizing on those tiny little misplays. Otherwise, Misfits have been playing so well, but that Gen G capitalization on those errant balls has been picture perfect all day long.
Absolutely. It's just picture perfect gameplay, from this team. So here comes Gen G in this half. All 3 players from Misfits just sitting on that defensive end waiting to defend every single shot that comes in, and Gen G's just knocking on the door, trying to end the series. Bella, she drops it down. I think she wanted to go for the pinch. This one opens up the opportunity for Kate to clear this one all the way in. Can she get the next touch? No!
Angie once again saves them on the goal line. Tally just enough boost, but can't find the touch. Gen G scramble to make it clear. Multiple players committed the ball. That's going to open up some midfield space, but unable to connect on the pass is Ravina. She gets a demo for her troubles, though, and that's going to give Misfits possession, starting out of their own defensive half.
We are officially left with half of Game 5. Misfits are trying to break into the Gen G half and find a leading goal, but Courtney's got other plans. All 3 players from Misfits continue to challenge this ball. A beat in the air from Kate goes towards the net, and Tallybird defends it.
Tally trying to create some offense here. Angie wisely slows down the play, has the dribble opportunity, but Kate slams the door shut.
There's a clear into the midfield. Everybody's just taking their time. Ravina off the inside of her car, pops it up, and Courtney takes this ball back, carries it all the way into the corner, collects the boost, which could be interesting. It'll come back in her favor, maybe eventually, as this one goes back into the midfield. She sees it. She's taking her time. Who's up next to control it? It's actually going to be Tallybird with a demo on to Courtney, sending her home to open up something for this Gen G team to try and find a lead or a shot as Courtney puts this one on in. Gen G go up by 1.
What an absolute missile from Courtney. Bella off the sidewall. Kate and Courtney combined to find the top left. I didn't realize the pinch happened. My goodness. Misfits can't be too upset about that one as Gen G just find a connection, and now 120 remaining in potentially a Misfits tournament life. Can they scrape back in?
Well, let's find out here. It's Courtney's fighting to break back into the half. This ball in the direction of the Misfits goal. Pinch off the backboard to put this one into the corner, but it's Kate ready to challenge, ready to face off against Ravina. Demo sends her on back. Bella, opportunity to set up a passing play. No connection with Courtney on this one.
Almost was there for Gen G. Boost lacking a bit. Bella has some space. She's going to go towards the middle. Courtney, full boost to her name. She has the double tack, and she finds the second touch. Fortunately not, but it falls right back to her teammate, and the ball goes right back into the Misfits half.
35 seconds. This ball up into the air. Courtney looking to secure the win. Ravina sending this one away. Another shot on target. Tallybird keeping this one out. And with 20 seconds to go, Gen G are doing everything in their power to hold on to the lead.
Massive plays out of defense from Misfits as the clock ticks down. Tally's got to try and find something, but as usual, Gen G